Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for another review. This is actually going to be for a new album that I just got done watching, or done listening to, I meant to say. Sorry if I said watching. I was just like, why the fuck did I say that? So, yeah, this is for Aha's new album, True North, that I just got done finally listening to it. And now I'm going to give you a review for it, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Aha True North album, for this 51 or 52 minute album, and let you know my thoughts on Aha's 11th studio album, True North. So let's dive into this album review. Now, I was planning on reviewing this. I just didn't want to hear the songs until the release date, because I wanted to go into this with an open mindset and be surprised with what I'm going to be expecting from this, and I think it's a solid album. So I'm going to go into the track list right now and break it down for you with what I personally think is my favorites, my least favorites, and all that. So let's dive right into this track list and all that. And the first song is I'm In, and that was a solid track. I didn't hate how Morton's vocals were sounding, and some of the time his vocals can be a little underwhelming, but it just depends on the section in the song. Like, I think the chorus is the main part where it's got a little bit of iffiness, meaning cringe some of the time, but other than that, he did pretty well with singing in this track, so 4.5 out of 5. It's one of the strong tracks. Then comes Hunter in the Hills. That was a decent song. I just wasn't a personal fan of it. It's really mellow of an album for sure, and has some synth work from time to time, synth pop work from time to time. They are a synth pop trio band, but I never really got into this band Aha until the song Take On Me, which was a very popular song back in mid 1980s, and the song came out in 1985, but yeah, I just never got into their whole discography, but this is a band I'll definitely look into for sure. Um, Hunter in the Hills is not a bad song, it's just decent in my opinion, so 4 out of 5. As If had pretty good vocal performance from Morton, the lead singer of the band. I believe his name's Morton. He didn't sound too bad in this track, and I really like some of his vocals in this song. So it did pretty solid, so it's good in its own way. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Between the Halo and the Horn has some iffiness with the track, with how Morton is singing the song, but the execution and the delivery for the song itself did solid, so 4 out of 5 for this one. The title track, True North, is the fifth song. True North is the fifth song. I stuttered and slurred my word for a second, so please forgive me on that. Um, I've been doing that lately in recent videos of mine, so I'm just like, damn. But True North is a decent song. It has some good moments and has some weak moments, depending on the section in the song you're at. Like, I think the verses were the weak moments, but the chorus shined a bit with how it was sounding, or chorus is. So 4 out of 5 for this one. It's decent. It's not the worst thing I've heard, but it's a decent song for sure. Bumblebee is very mellow of a track, but it has a really good melody some of the time, and it just depends. There's some songs on this album I gave quite a bit of songs 4 out of 5s, but the ending to the album is what surprised me with how it didn't do so bad. It was good in its own way, kind of thing. So 4 out of 5 for Bumblebee. Forest for the Trees was very mellow. I don't know if I was feeling for Morton's vocals in this track, but I think it was decent for what it was, so 4 out of 5 for this one. Bluest of Blue has some weird vocal pitches from Morton that I'm not sure if I'm connecting with, but on a personal level, I think this is a decent song for what it's going for. So, 4 out of 5 in my opinion. And then Make Me Understand is the next track. It's getting into the final section of the album, for the last three songs that are left on the album. But yeah, it's a decent song. I think there's some weirdness with Morton's vocals in this track, but I think to a degree it works, and to a different angle it just has a weird kind of sound to it, but it's good in its own way, but it's just has some decent moments. That's all I can say. So 4 out of 5. You Have What It Takes is a solid track. I kind of did enjoy how Morton was singing this track, and just the production and the mixing of this track was good, and so was the acoustic guitar work in this track. So I was pretty amazed with this song, so 4.5 out of 5. It's another strong track on the album. Summer Rain was a strong track. I like how it's sounding overall with the melody, and just it's a solid track, but it has strong moments. Sorry for stuttering again. I tend to do that sometimes. Um, Summer Rain is getting a 4.5 out of 5. I like the melody. I like how Morton is singing the track, and just the way it's sounding overall. Not really disappointed with this song, so 4.5 out of 5. Oh My Word is the final track on the album, and this is the final song I'm going to be talking about, and then I'll get to rating it. But this track is solid. It's a solid closer. It's not the worst song I've heard, but it's not something I'd go crazy for. But it ends the album pretty nicely. So 4.5 out of 5. So overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Aha's new album, True North, their new album, was an average listen. Definitely give it a shot and see what you think of it for yourself. It's not bad in my opinion. I just wouldn't call this the best thing I've listened to of 2022, but it's an average listen. So overall, I think Aha's new album, True North, was an average listen. Definitely give it a shot, see what you think of it for yourself. And for a score for me, I'm giving Aha's True North album, in my opinion, a 7.5 out of 10. This was an average listen. Wasn't that disappointed with this release. I think it was almost good, but it still had some weak moments with how the production and the mixing was sounding with this album, and just the mellowness for this album tends to be generic a bit, in my opinion. But that's just me, I guess. But still, Aha put out a solid record this time around. For I know they've been on and off with this band because they've broken up, gotten back together, broken up, gotten back together, then broke up again, and then finally they're back together. So they've been on and off with going on hiatus or breaking up or whatever as a band or whatever. So yeah, it's weird honestly, but still they put out a solid album. So 4 not 4.5, 7.5 out of 10. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Aha's new album, True North, if you've listened to it. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for True North by Aha, the band, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Sorry that I mentioned 4.5 for a second. I meant to say 7.5. I just slurred with my word again. And I've been doing that lately in my videos. So I am terribly sorry that I've been doing that, but hopefully you enjoyed this review. So yeah, if you did enjoy this Aha True North album review, that I did for you guys tonight. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review. I think I'll be doing Serge Tankian's EP review for Perplexed Cities. I think I'm going to check out. I haven't decided if I want to review it, but I'll look into it, see what I think of it. If I don't like what I hear, don't expect a good review. Because the last release from Serge Tankian from System of a Down, I wasn't pleased with that release. I found it to be very disappointing. So, yeah, hopefully he can step it up with this next EP that I'm going to check out for myself. You won't be seeing a review for it till tomorrow sometime, so definitely expect it then. Hope you enjoyed this a-ha True North album review. If I don't come around to any reviews tomorrow, I'm probably out going to get groceries and other things in the morning time, so I'll be really busy running errands tomorrow. But I'll do the best I can to get some reviews out as quickly as possible. So, with that being said, stay safe. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed this album review for a-ha True North. And as always, I will see you in my next review.